what do you recommend to interviewees, to candidates, that would allow them, like this idea of low-hanging fruit, things that they could be doing before an interview to succeed?
Yeah, I think to me, I sort of mentioned the spectrum of like tool-oriented versus goal-oriented. And I think, again, it depends like what type of role you're hiring for. But I think most data teams should hire for the more goal-oriented, or outcome-oriented type candidate. And for that one, I think, what's important to show, I think, or at least I like to see as an interviewer, is people being autonomous, like having this like drive to like, figure things out and like, on their own. That's not to say they need to know everything about everything, but like it does help when someone comes in and they're shown that like, I built this data thing, and first I had to go out and scrape the data, and then like I fit this model, and then I built like a Flask app, and look, and like it doesn't have to be great, but like they figured out, they built something end to end. I think I like to see that. That was just one example. Like, there's many of these examples.
Right.
I wrote a blog post or whatever, like something that shows like that, like they wanted to solve something end to end, as opposed to someone who comes in and like, just has like a, they're like showing that they can fit, this
right.
model and this model and this model,
right.
then that makes me sort of question like, okay, you like to fit models, but like, do you care about like the business outcomes here? So I think that's quite important. So like 100%. The autonomy and like the sort of outcome, like to me, those are things. And like a lot of it, I think is best manifested from like showing a track record of like, I built these like end-to-end. I'm talking more about junior candidates now. Like, I think for senior candidates, maybe it's a little bit different. Then it's more around like, how do you work, especially in data teams, I think it's very important. Like, how do you work with stakeholders? How do you, organize the team? How do you structure it? Like, who reports to who? What does your platform look like? And, this is a very different type of role to hire for.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense to me. With respect to the junior one that you were describing, that kind of end-to-end project, somebody writing the blog post about something they're interested in, I love particularly when they have a narrative behind it. Like, hey, I'm really into basketball.
Totally.
And so I found this basketball data set, and I was able to do this new analysis, and I was able to draw these conclusions. And that actually has now changed the way that I play basketball or view basketball games
totally.
or something.
And I personally don't know anything about basketball or like horseback riding or whatever. But if someone writes like an amazing blog post about how they use data for horseback riding, like, and it makes me like interested in it, that's cool.